Hey, yeah, yeah. Well. Back up in this bitch, back up in this bitch, back up in this bitch. I'm here to let them know they have no idea how far I can go. They have no idea. They have no fucking idea how far I can go. I'm just getting started. 2022 is just getting started. God damn it, this big too. This big too. Nah. It's big too. Shout out to my whole motherfucking Reaper gang. Man, y'all already know how it go, man. What the fuck is up, fight fans? The motherfucking boss, man, a.k.a. man, Mr. Two Hands Up, Fah Fah. You already know what it is. God damn, y'all. God damn, y'all. George the Last Patriot salute. Good morning, sir. How you feeling today? Jeff, what's popping with the bro, man? From West Coast to the East Coast. Y'all know how we give it up, man. Gotti, what's goody? Gerard Hilliard, what's popping with you? Hey, man, god damn, y'all. They don't know how far I can go. They don't know how far I can go. But I can go there. I can go there. We're just getting warmed up. We are just getting warmed up. It is just the start of the year, and man, we are off to a great start. We are ruffling the shit out some flamingo feathers. God damn, all the constable, I like to ruffle the fuck out them feathers. Shout out to you, babe. God damn. They don't even know how far I could go, but look, man, even in my worst of times, I'm always feeling in my best of times, man. I'm just, I'm just loving this thing called life. One second. Gotta drink some water. I'm just loving this thing called life. Andrew, what's goody? See now, people like to, I don't know, I guess they got me confused. I guess they think they're attacking my character. I guess they think they chastising me. I guess they think they're trolling me and all of that stuff. Nah, I'm not phased, not one bit. But one particular person wanted my attention so bad, I figured I'd give him to him. And I ain't even really hit him with no, I ain't even really hit him hard. I just gave him something just to be like, man, little boy, get the fuck out of here real quick. I just had to deal with some light work real quick. You know what I'm saying? My shovel still digs deep, man. Got to put a couple bodies in some holes. Y'all already know how it go. Toby Bartlett, what's goody, man? Listen, man. But there are so many other things that we could talk about, man. Like, I really don't care to, like, really, like, go back and forth with people about how they feel when they just stupid and they just haven't been keeping up with the content. I'll just say this and I'll just get off of it and then we could just talk boxing talk. If you haven't been around, I spent 2+ years talking about the ignorance that my own people, checking my own people about the stupid shit they do when it comes to the boxing motherfucking community, to the YTBC, et cetera, making sure that I let motherfuckers know we all don't think like that. Don't get America fucked up. Don't get African Americans fucked up with what you tend to believe. So I made it a point to do that so people could get an understanding, a real understanding of who I am. So now when I talk this shit, I'm a racist now. I guess I'm just a big old bigot. I guess I ain't poked the holes in the goddamn mask large enough. My goddamn wife made 30 of those goddamn maskets for all of you ungrateful son of a bitches. I said my goddamn wife made 30 maskets for all of you ungrateful son of bitches. I'm gonna go home and don't none of you motherfuckers ever call me again. Goddamn it, Django Unchained. I'm just having some fun right now. But anyway, look, man. Anthony Joshua made a statement on Twitter earlier today, man. I'll just go there. Anthony Joshua made a statement on Twitter earlier today. He said, yo, if I wouldn't have went some, basically in a roundabout way, he was saying, if he wouldn't have went in direction that a majority of other fighters a path that a majority of other fighters decided to blaze. You know what I'm saying? They're doing the whole ducking shit, not taking on everybody who comes in front of him. Maybe he wouldn't have any losses on his records too. Maybe if when the Big Baby Miller thing fell apart, if he would have just fell back and said, fuck that MSG event, maybe he wouldn't have any losses on his record too. But he can't live his life like that. And I respect a guy like that because, look, regardless of how you feel or how you feel about the dude, his skill set or whatever, he ain't never picked to choose. And yeah, he might have a lot of things to work on. And honestly, I don't believe that he can beat Usyk unless he comes in there and just wants to railroad him, do his excavating work, knock him all the way on his ass, and knock him the fuck out. Period. If Anthony Joshua isn't going in this fight to be big, there is no way that I can see that he can win big. Literally, Anthony Joshua's career and all of the money that he gets is hanging in the balance of how he performs in this one fight. It could all be over that fast. And then I wonder how many motherfuckers going to be betting on Dillian White. But yet and still, man, the dude did, you know, he makes a very valid point that if he chose to go the Tyson Fury route, if he chose to go the goddamn Deontay Wilder route, there undoubtedly, there is no doubt in my mind that Anthony Joshua would be undisputed. No doubt in my mind. I mean, not undisputed, undefeated, I'm sorry. And he would. He would. Why, you know, the biggest star in the thing, let's think about this. The biggest star in boxing, period, bar none. I don't care who you mention. The biggest star in boxing and one of the biggest stars in the world isn't worried about assessing risk. Like let's put this in perspective in boxing. Cause you can't even put y'all already know who. You can't even put Canelo in that bracket. The biggest boxer in the world doesn't assess risk. He takes on everything. He wants all of the smoke. And he has the steeper learning curve of a lot of his peers. He's not assessing risk. That says a lot about his fucking character, and I wish motherfuckers would appreciate him more for that. Like, isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy that a dude who can fill up stadiums, a dude who can go over to Saudi Arabia, resurrect the stadium, sell that shit out, have Saudis and every other language, any other foreign language speaking and screaming his name, wherever the fuck he touched down. He's not worried about assessing risk, considering all of the things that's on the line when you consider his fucking career. That's a fucking hell of a guy. That's the type of dudes that motherfuckers should appreciate. But it all goes back to, you know what I'm saying, like some whole robotic shit, this and that. Look, man, I don't give a fuck if the nigga had one arm. I don't give a fuck if it was on some Kanye West, Through the Wire, D. Ray Davis, without an arm I spit type shit. He doesn't care about like soft touches. And literally, I'd say about 90% of boxers care about assessing risk. So that should say something to the business practice. That should say something to a lot of people that criticize him. He ain't the dude that should be getting any type of smoke. Honestly, I feel like he shouldn't fall off as far as his market value, for the simple fact that he's willing to get his hands dirty. Like, even if this dude loses, you still appreciate him. Win or lose, you should appreciate him, because he stands for something that's bigger than boxing. So in all honesty, even if I don't feel as though he can win, I'm rooting for him for that reason. Because Usyk ain't a big star. And even if he beat Joshua, he's still not going to be as big as Joshua. The motherfucker can't speak a lick of damn English. He working on it. But goddamn, I don't know if he's speaking Spanglish. I don't know what the fuck he's speaking. He ain't gonna really be able to capture like everybody the way Anthony Joshua be capturing everybody. So when I dissect what everything Anthony Joshua was saying in that tweet, when I dissect the guy that is what, 23-2, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, bro, why aren't we pointing fingers at other individuals that aren't willing to have those strikes next to their dubs? Because a motherfucker shouldn't really care. Ultimately, if you want to keep toeing the fence and doing all of those type of things, you're never going to get nowhere you need to be if you don't take risk. Anthony Joshua, look, people always hate on Anthony Joshua. Deontay Wilder never got it. And this is speaking to Deontay Wilder. This is speaking about Deontay Wilder specifically because, for real, he tried to act like his career ran parallel with Joshua's, and it didn't. And he could have had all the things Joshua had because he had the ability to make these jumps before Joshua did it. The only difference between Joshua and Deontay was Joshua was never scared. Deontay was always scared. Joshua, even when he knew he didn't have certain skills, Deontay Wilder, he got in the ring. Deontay Wilder knew he was a skillless bum, but he was also scared to take a chance. Like, bro, any motherfucking body in this room, if you standing 6'7", 200 plus pounds, and you looking across the ring at fucking Bermain Stavern, you could throw motherfucking right and left hands like a fucking hula hoop too. I guarantee you would feel confident about that fight. I mean, look at that guy's body. Look at his body. So when he's coming out and he's saying these things, are the criticisms unfair? They are. Because ain't nobody willing to do the shit he willing to do. Besides a couple dudes. I mean, I give Josh Taylor that respect. I give Nui that respect. I mean, and I ain't gonna run down all the way down the list. I'm gonna just stay here. But at the end of the day, like, he didn't give a fuck whether he did have it or he didn't have it. The fact that he was willing to go out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, he was green when he was in the fucking Olympics, man. He was green when he was coming up and he was fighting dudes. Shit, he was green when he fought Dillian White for real. Like, basically, the only person whose career runs parallel with Anthony Joshua, was rightfully so, is his countryman. And Dillian White. Because Dillian White had the same steep learning curve too, kickboxer coming over to boxing, and he had to get it out the mud the real way. And there's a lack of appreciation there too. The only difference is, like, yo, Dillian White just not getting these opportunities. And his record screams, I should get a fucking opportunity. So should these gentlemen get disrespected on any level? No, but I know why motherfuckers disrespect them, though. It's the American power struggle at the end of the day. So yes, Joshua makes very valid points, man. Like, yo, why don't we appreciate dudes? Why don't we appreciate dudes regardless of whether they get sacked or not? Like, the ones we should be criticizing on a regular basis are the motherfuckers who supposed to be champions is moving like sacks of shit. I ain't gonna ever put Joshua in that category. I gotta make sure that dude, I gotta make it very clear that guy gets the utmost respect at all times. Because if we don't give it to him, who the fuck is? If we don't recognize how tough it was doing the shit that he did and then trying to manage all of that shit. I mean, literally trying to manage all of that. Who the fuck is? Like, yo, most motherfuckers conform. They throwing away, when they got 2 belts, they willing to give away the 1. He like, nah, I'm gonna just go ahead and hold all of these 3. I don't give a fuck if Usyk is there. I don't give a fuck if I gotta run up against Fat Boy. I don't give a fuck if I gotta fucking entertain Kubrat Pulev, even though he's straight ass. I don't care. If I gotta beat all of these mandatories to get this undisputed shit, I'ma do it. But nobody said shit about Tyson Fury. He ain't proven all the way. So, we acting like, I really feel like, and I'm sure he really feels like, that motherfuckers forgot who the fuck he is. And if you hear this shit, you gotta remind them. It ain't my job. It ain't the fans' job. I can do my part. But when it comes to this particular situation, you gotta remind motherfuckers who the fuck you really are. And it's time for you to do that. Remind these goofy motherfuckers who the fuck you really are. Remind these goofy motherfuckers who the fuck is running out, who the fuck got millions of people following this car in the street. Remind these goofy motherfuckers who the fuck goes over in an American backyard in the boxing mecca of the fucking world and sells out the motherfucking building. You gotta remind them who that dude is. They didn't appreciate you when you was undefeated. They feel less threatened that you got 2 strikes under your belt. They just wanted you out the way. They don't care how many tickets you can move in America, Joshua. They don't give a fuck how great you are over in the UK, Joshua. You want to know why, Joshua? Because you a part of UK. Like Top Rank don't give a fuck about you because you ain't a part of Top Rank. PBC don't give a fuck about you because you ain't with the PBC. They want to see you lose. They ain't never going to acknowledge your greatness. They ain't never going to acknowledge your heart. They ain't never going to acknowledge your hard work. All they going to acknowledge is like, yo, they going to act like you just a robot. So you got to go out your way to remind them who you really are. Every time you motherfucking step out your door, every time you pick up your fucking phone to type, every time you go to hit that motherfucking bag, every punch needs to be with conviction to remind these motherfuckers who the fuck you really are. I remember, I do believe, Roy Jones, when he was at the top of his game, he had to remind motherfuckers that they must have forgot. Like, did they forget? Yo, AJ, fuck with me, shorty. Fuck with me, Slim. Fuck with me, Mo, or DMV East Coast Talk. Fuck with me. Did they forget? Well, you got to remind them that they must have forgot, because clearly it feels like they forgot. And I'm here to tell you, there's only one way you can do it. Steamroll the fuck out that boy. Look. If anybody ever told you motherfucking anything, or if anybody is in your corner, if you ever needed a Bundini Brown for this matter, if you ever needed a Bernie the Boxer for that matter, yo, you got to steamroll him. You got to. They letting the flubber, blubber, bipolar, Twinkie eating, sniffing coke in the middle of Las Vegas catching. I'ma have a Modelo. That dude, Tyson Fury, he's undisciplined right now. Yeah, he's sniffing coke. Yeah, he drinking mad beers. Yeah, he ain't really trying to fight. I mean, I acknowledge his skill set. I acknowledge that if he's turned on, he should be able to beat y'all based off what I've seen. But if you come back out this motherfucker and you remind the whole world and you fuck it, AJ, fuck the world. Remind Two Hands, fuck with me because I always roll with you. Remind Two Hands that even I forgot. I forgot about the power. I forgot about the work rate. I forgot about the movement. I forgot about how all of the times you adapted when they said you couldn't adapt it. I forgot about all of the times that these motherfuckers said you was going to drown when you just got on your Dory Finding Nemo shit and you just kept swimming. Remind me. Because somewhere down the line in this boxing shit, it was Alexander Usyk. But somewhere down that line, I forgot. But I'm challenging you. I want you to remind me, because you stand for something in this sport that is very motherfucking rare, that we don't have too much of, and we got to remind these niggas. We got to. You got to. I'll be satisfied. I'll let the motherfucking world know where you sit. I'll tell them where you sit on my. I'll let the world know where you sit. You'll be number one, done. Cause if you beat them, it automatically shifts. Once again, it's all on how you handle it. It's all on how you handle it. Yo, boxing is a game of what you've done for me lately, bro. People have a very, 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 very short-term motherfucking memory. And in this era, my God, that shit flies by in the heat of the night. Like a motherfucker. Yo, it's like temperature in the morning compared to temperature in the evening. This shit is fucking hot and cold. Motherfuckers be getting real forgetful on you. They forget about how you ran through them boys and you body bag them and all of that shit. They forget all of that. So if this is animosity, what I'm hearing, if this is a level of, yo, how dare these ungrateful motherfuckers forget the motherfucking foundation I laid, the motherfucking blood, sweat, and tears I gave, and the motherfucking throne that I built, coming all the way from out the motherfucking cave. Bars. You got to remind them, dog. You got to remind them, dog, and you got to remind them all. Cause I could want it for you, but I can't get it for you. Your biggest fans, all of your fans over in the UK, all of your fans all around the world, we could want it for you, but we can't get it for you. So all of the shit that you saying, I guess you feel some type of way. And rightfully so. You got every right to feel some type of way, but bruh, you didn't listen. Your loyalty blinded you from what the fuck you do. You're a fucking professional warrior. Nah, fuck all of that professional warrior shit. You're just a warrior. I ain't putting no P in front of that. You got to remind these, look, you chose to fucking keep Rob McCracken when we said you should have sacked that motherfucker a long time ago. I don't even know how I feel about the dude you training with right now. Who the fuck is Chill? Who the fuck is Chill? Man. So when you talking this shit, you got to make, when you talk spicy, your actions got to be spicy. So at the end of the day, I hope you on your hibachi shit because you're going to have to chef up that work. And when it come to touching that fucking square circle, that dude is going to be standing across from you knowing in the 12th round that he almost knocked you on your ass at fucking will and played with you. It's like hyenas surrounding a fucking wounded gazelle. Everybody biting and backing off because in some way, shape, and form, Usyk has that mentality. He has the mentality of a fucking hyena. But he a lone wolf at the same time. Like, yo, hyenas like playing with their food. They're like laughing at you, playing with their food, embarrassing you, picking at your motherfucking cub, picking at your motherfucking hooves, picking at your motherfucking back, picking at your neck, and all of that shit. They gonna play with their food. They want that adrenochrome. I guess the blood tastes better when the adrenaline pumping. That's how Usyk feels about you. He don't want you at your worst. He wants you at your best. So when you talking to us about what you could have been, what you should have been, and how it could have possibly been, that shit don't matter. It don't matter, bro. What matters is what you're doing in training camp from this day forward. What matters is that day that you have to get back in the ring and you have to fucking make a case for yourself. And you're going to have to make the best case for yourself. And I don't know if you can do it. I would love to believe that you're that mentally tough. But once again, you got to remind the world that them motherfuckers must have forgot. But there's only one way you could do it. And you got to go through Usyk to get it. He played with you. I'm not even going to lie to you, dog. I'm not even going to lie to you, dog. Like, if anybody here thought that they saw 100% of Alexander Usyk, I'm here to tell you, you probably only saw about 55% turned up. 55% turned up. And then when he got out the ring, what did he say? Yo, I don't remember exactly, but what was the grade Usyk gave himself, y'all? What was the grade he gave himself after that performance? Can somebody tell me? What was the grade Alexander Usyk gave himself after that performance with Anthony Joshua? Please, I'm dead ass. I really need to know. Peter Edwards, salute. Merrill Dixon, salute. James Jameson, salute. What was the grade? What was the grade that he gave himself? Was it a B? Was it a B minus? Was it a C? Was it a C minus? Was it, I could have done a hell of a lot better? I don't believe that it was above a B. I don't, but I can't exactly remember per se, so I'm just not going to just throw it out there on some ignorant shit. But it wasn't good. So what that tells me is, yo, he has a whole lot more of an ass whooping to offer you. And he probably thinks he can make it that much more definitive. Like he can, like this might be the Alexander Usyk, the definitive edition. Are you prepared for that? Are you prepared to go 12 and make adjustments with that? Or are you prepared just to go in there and be what he is not? And that's a fucking heavyweight. Fuck his size. Bulldoze him and sleep him. Because honestly, I feel like that's your only way you can win, bro. Is to fucking hurry up and try to bulldoze him and get him out the way in like 5 to 6 rounds. To try to not make it go past 6. Because the longer that you're in there, the worse it gets for you. Because his gas tank isn't something that we have to question. Yours is very sus. It's a very, like, honestly, it's very unfortunate because rightfully so, I like you. I really do. Once again, you stand for something that a lot of people don't stand for in this time. But Usyk stands for it too. And regardless of whether he can move the tickets and get the attention or not, he still stands for that shit. So it's not like, yo, if you lose to this guy, it's like, yo, we're not going to be like super disappointed in you. If anything, we're going to have a hell of a lot of respect for you because you went out there. As long as you give 150%, the outcome is the outcome, bro. The outcome is the fucking outcome. I can't I am who I am. And I'm not one to have a favorite. Like, I like you. I'm very big on you. You represent a lot. But at the end of the day, I like him too. Just as much. But I just got to be that. I just have to be that much more honest in my interpretation when I say he's that much more better than you. So who gives a fuck about your motherfucking 0 that could have still been on your record? I don't. I could give a fuck less. You sound like a quarter way of a crybaby right now. Don't make me call you a quarter water. I don't want to call you a quarter water because your emotions is all over the place right now. You don't know what to do with them. You don't know if you want to fucking, you want to meet at the motherfucking table with Tyson Fury, break bread with their management team and step to the side because I heard you say that you're a businessman. But in the same breath, you said this is what you do. So, are you a fighter or are you a businessman? You talking about wins and losses. What are we doing? Like really, what are we doing? You talking about wins and losses. Past tense. All of that is past tense. And in today's world, it don't mean shit. Yesterday don't mean shit when it comes to today because you got another day to make it right. You got another day to train. You got another day to go hard. You got another day to size up your man. You got another day to get with other trainers, work on shit that you're not good at. You got another day to make it right. I don't give a fuck about what you could have been. I don't give a fuck about how you laced your shoes up. I don't give a fuck about your Under Armour contracts and none of that. I don't care. I don't care what money you feel like you possibly could have kept in your mouth, or what money is being taken out of your pocket right now. I don't care. You don't want soft touches. And you shouldn't want soft touches, because the rest of the world runs around and they act like it's okay to motherfucking Deion Sanders, do the little Deion Sanders tiptoe dance, pass opposition to the end zone like they prime. Don't mean that you got to do it too. You want to be prime, tiptoe and pass the opposition, or you want to be Optimus Prime, Mack truck, rolling over the opposition? It's a difference. Run shit. Get in your bag. Stop worrying about what the cowards did. Worry about what the real niggas is doing. You a real nigga, right? I think there was a super chat in here. I don't know. But I be in my zone. I sometimes I don't be looking down and shit. So my bad if it is or it ain't. But real shit, man. Real shit. That shit don't matter. And the more and more I listen to you, bruh, I start to get to a place to where it's like you feel like you regret what you've done when you did it. It kind of feels like the conversation you had with Eddie Hearn in the back when he said, like, yo, Eddie might have told you, bro, this, Anthony, this might not be a good idea. He's different. Floyd probably told you this ain't a good idea. You're not ready. Don't second guess yourself like that. Don't make yourself seem like you second guessing yourself like that. Don't make yourself seem like you gotta force a fucking feel of. Don't make yourself feel like you have to force a fucking feel out of other motherfucking emotionless motherfucking completely fucking dismissive, like disconnected individuals that you shouldn't give two fucks about. Like, yo, we live in a world where the fake is always gonna get more of an air horn than the real. You should just be happy that you got that much juice. Because for real, we fight just as hard for you as the fake motherfuckers gotta come in monster fucking hordes and legions and legions and legions and try to like overshadow what the fucking truth really is. Like, yo, I know you got a bad rap from the time you came in here and you walked right and motherfuckers was trying to motherfucking put Deontay Wilder on your level, trying to act like Tyson Fury, fucking cocaine ho-hos and fucking hookers and shit like that should motherfucking be on your fucking level. Bad body niggas, like all these bad body niggas, they beating up 50-year-old fucking Luis the Dinosaur Ortiz. Now everybody fucking finally seeing that he's a fucking bitch, he's a herb, he's somebody that shouldn't even have been mentioned in the form of a boogeyman, etc., etc., etc. Like, yo, I get all of that. But don't make yourself sound like you second guessing yourself on the 11th hour, my guy. I don't want you, like, look, bro, we all got respect for you, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm not going to glorify your movement. I'm going to glorify the work. And whoever fucking shows me compelling work, that's what we going to respect. Like, look, I've told everybody time and time again, I don't give a flying fuck about how people like I don't care about how people, I don't care about massaging egos, bro. And I don't care about what people think is fair and not fair. These are the harsh realities of boxing. Boxing isn't a team sport. One man's heart get broken on a regular fucking basis. And sometimes it's the wrong guy. A lot of the times it's the wrong guy. Yo, you should be thankful that you got so much motherfucking money that you don't got to end up like a lot of these dudes. You don't have to end up like the motherfucking, you don't have to end up like the other dudes who done been robbed several times on the motherfucking cars and they can barely make mincemeat and put that shit on the table. Like, yo, you don't have to worry about the shit that other people got to worry about. When you travel in fleets. When you travel, you got a money guy, you got a management guy, you got a management team, you manage fighters, you doing a whole lot of shit. You got an Under Armour deal that's crazy. Trust me, I know. Under Armour was birthed in Maryland. Yes. Under Armour comes from my motherfucking home state. Trust me, I know. I know you're getting money. But you don't care about none of that shit, clearly. You care about how people feel about you. You care about how people want to address you and your legacy as a fighter. So if you care about those things so much, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? I think I see it. Slide Tendency, appreciate you with the super chat. He said, I don't agree with you on the Dillian White bid, but I'm a big fan. Always watch your videos. Did you see Dylan's brother's interview? Respect. What don't you agree with? Because I don't know what you're talking about. You got to expound on what you're talking about Dillian White not agreeing, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I don't know. That's kind of vague. Like, I talk about a lot of shit and I don't write it down. A lot of shit. So you might have to elaborate for me there. AJ came in a lot of things. Look, of course it wasn't the best AJ. He didn't fight like he was supposed to. But that wasn't the fucking best Usyk. Y'all act like AJ got this shit in the bag. Let's be serious. Y'all act like AJ got this shit in the bag. There is no guarantee that, look, Anthony Joshua doesn't stand to win this fight. Period. He got to prove me wrong. I don't know what y'all saw when y'all were watching it. What did you see? What did you see? What did you see? Please tell me, because I saw a person that got completely outclassed. And I got to see a person that was visibly scared. And when I got to see a person who got outside of the ring, it looked like a person who was glad to get the fuck up out of there. What arena did they fight in again? What stadium, what arena did they fight in again? Tottenham Hotspurs? He don't never want to see that motherfucker again. That's what I saw in his face. Yo, you can like a guy and all of that stuff. I like him too. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all motherfuckers, and I'm not put on this earth to agree with y'all motherfuckers, and nor y'all supposed to agree with me, and nor do I give two fucks. But I'm going to tell you, it is my, well, really, this is my show. I run it however the fuck I run it. But it is my, I run this motherfucker like this. I'm going to tell motherfuckers what they don't want to hear. I'm going to tell you some shit that might make your guts curdle like bad milk that you don't want to motherfucking feel. But that's what you need to know. You need to know that I ain't going to handhold for you. I've championed for Anthony Joshua on this channel more than a lot of motherfuckers. For real, I even put myself up there with some of the motherfuckers who championed for him and got channels in the UK. I put myself up there with the best of them. I've held this guy down consistently. And through a lot of situations, infallibly. But I ain't going to lie to him on his shortcomings. That's not going to get him to the motherfucking promised land. That's not going to make him a better fighter. That's not going to make him a better boxer. That's not going to cement his legacy. The truth will, though. So at the end of the day, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do? You going to cry about what you could have been, you should have been, or what you would have been on Twitter? Because I don't give a fuck about, like, a motherfucker like, yo, in black households, there's a saying that a lot of women say when it comes to their men or their husbands or whatever back in the day. Like, shoulda, coulda, woulda, don't pay the motherfucking rent. You heard? Shoulda, coulda, woulda, don't pay the rent. So, I don't know. 20% is an insult against a man who sold 12,000 seats for a safari with less than 5,000 for Wildin' A-side. What are we referring to here? I'm talking about Anthony Joshua fighting Usyk and his tweet and how like I'm depicting it. Like I don't know what y'all talking about. Like 80 million comments come in this joint all day. I don't get to see them shits all the time. I barely look down that much because it makes bad for the show. Every time you stop, pause, and try to answer this frivolous question or that frivolous question. And I'm not saying y'all questions are frivolous, but I try to stay in a particular pocket so that way, like for the playback gang and other people who are going to listen in, the conversation flows. So somebody bring me up to speed and help it make sense. DT3, what's goody? What is all of this? What is all of this fucking like Dillian White 20% talk about? Anthony Josh, look, man, back to, I don't even care about that shit no more. I'm off that. Back to what I was talking about. If y'all gonna sit up here and act like y'all didn't see the fucking best Anthony Joshua probably try to pull out everything that he possibly could within the time that he was in the ring with Alexander Usyk, but he didn't know what to do in the ring with Alexander Usyk. I repeat again, he didn't know what to do in the ring with Alexander Usyk. He felt safe. He wanted to play it safe because he can't put combinations together other than a 1-2. So what he chose to do was try to stay on the outside and box and do what is safe because he's the taller fighter and try to get range. But Usyk operates from close to mid-range. He wasn't afraid of being inside of his wheelhouse because he knew he could quickly get out of there. So if you guys didn't see the best Anthony Joshua, that's because, look, of course you didn't see the best Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua didn't get the best out of his fucking boxing career. Anthony Joshua should have switched trainers a long time ago. And it's kind of fucking late and misfitting of Anthony Joshua to try to act like he's going to do that now with a guy who been fighting all of the best fighters in the world, division by division. He been fighting all the best fighters in the world. And those fighters that he fought, they were highly skilled, whether they were cruiserweights or not. He's just fighting an uphill battle. And I'm just saying, if folks, like this is about the tweet, what I'm taking from the tweet and what I'm getting from what I'm saying, what he's saying, inspirationally speaking, tough love, I'm giving it. And this is the only way I know how to give it. I'm not going to fucking do no hand holding for nobody. So if you got a favorite fighter and you think that he's not going to get that motherfucking blues the Deuce way, you sadly mistaken. Or I'm going to fucking disappoint you every time. Because everybody knows how much I like him. I ain't going to lie though. The boy, he's in a bad position. And then the people that he's going to look at to try to get, because he knows he needs some of that American boxing acumen to deal with what he's dealing with. Maybe he needs some of that old American heavyweight boxing knowledge and grit. He definitely does. But you and Lennox don't fuck with each other. He would have been good for you. I don't know why ain't nobody telling you to go talk to Antonio Tarver. I don't know how many times I added that shit to you. You went and saw Ronnie fucking Shields. You went and saw Eddie fucking Reynoso. And where else did you go? And now you with fucking who? Like this dude running around like bro, like when you're in that situation, you need to hurry up, make a decision that makes you completely uncomfortable because and regardless of how you feel about it, you ain't supposed to like who the fuck you're training with. I don't know why people got this shit in their head that you ultimately should like your fucking trainer. Fuck no. You should make that motherfucker want to kill you and have you throwing up every fucking chance you get. Who the fuck says that you're supposed to like your trainer? Like what is this? And all of that, like, yo, a fucking like your head coach is like, it's like a marriage. No, the fuck it's not. I don't believe that. I believe that motherfucker is supposed to whip you into shape and get you as motherfucking battle in peak battle condition that you possibly can. And then it's on him to arm you with every tool in the fucking world that he possibly can. If you want to sit around and have fucking snacks and talk over campfires about fucking problems and women issues and shit like that, then motherfucker, I don't think you should be around them. You don't have that much time. You don't have that much time to be friendly, make friends, take pictures, pop shit in politics. Fuck all that. This is supposed to be kill mode. Everything's supposed to be kill mode, go crazy, go hard, go home. Because at the end of the day, if you come up short, there is nobody else to blame but yourself, because we already blamed Rob McCracken. Did we not? Did we not? We've already blamed Rob McCracken. So at this point, there's nobody else to blame but Anthony Joshua. If Anthony Joshua falls short, and the moves he's making right now, I'm just saying. So I don't care about, once again, shoulda, coulda, woulda, don't pay the motherfucking rent. Those hands do though. Those hands do though. Up in that IQ does, though, getting that footwork to motherfucking Ali Shuffle-esque type of conditioning does. Ain't even got to be like that, but get a sound like European, you know what I'm saying, solid motherfucking in and out fucking stance and some type of lateral fucking dictatorship in your movement. For real, I think Vladimir Klitschko would have been, no, I don't. I take that back. He would have been bad for you for this one. Because Vlad ain't going to teach you to kill. And I don't know, do Anthony Joshua want to kill right now? Or do he want to box? Like, where's his mind at? Is a punch in the face going to make him resort to going back to jumping on the back foot because you know he's too fucking fast and he got you? And he's probing your fucking hands, keeping your shit busy. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to do with your hands. You don't know what to do with your feet. You're all up against the ropes looking fucking crazy. He beating the shit out you. He fucking knocking you out at will. You got your eyes rolling in the back of your head like the fucking exorcism of Emily Rose. That's not going to do it for you. You are wasting too much valuable time. I don't even think a nigga in his position got time to tweet. I don't think a dude in this position got time to take pictures. I don't think a dude in this position got time to fuck, ball out of control, motherfucking listen to concerts, do wild shit, try to clear their head or nothing. Nope. Your head wouldn't be clear in the motherfucking first place because the only thing you would be focusing on is trying to get your shit back. And if Debo runs up the shit and he takes your jewelry, Smokey, you gonna get it back, Craig? Come on now. Come on now. You got to do something. Who? I haven't seen one thing from what Anthony Joshua's been doing that says, yo, that's pointing in the right direction for me. That looks like, yo, he looks like a winner. I haven't seen it. And it blows me that I haven't. Because once again, he's wasting valuable time. Ain't no time for no motherfucking fun. You gotta get the job done, man. Like, who is holding this dude down? Who is in his ear right now? And believe it or not, Eddie saw this coming. Eddie saw it coming because I honestly don't think Eddie clearly made it very clear that he didn't want this. But Eddie works for Anthony Joshua, so he does whatever Anthony Joshua wants him to do. Eddie knew this shit was going to happen. That motherfucker, you thought that motherfucker was sweating bullets at MSG. Well, technically, he wasn't really sweating bullets because I kind of feel like he knew this was going to fucking happen. I think he's going to be really sweating bullets when it comes to this fight. Y'all remember MSG, how his fucking head was in his lap? He had his hands on his head and shit. He's trying to drown out all of the cadence and everything because he's thinking like, yo, we just really, really, really fuck this money up. Fucking $200 million fights was on the horizon, blah, 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 blah. Even though that wouldn't have been where my mind was because Deontay wouldn't have fought you anyway. Eddie was flush of fucking color at MSG, dealing with Andy Ruiz. Imagine when motherfucking Usyk Joshua 2 pop off. Because we got to put Usyk in front of Joshua now because he's the A side. Well, not really the A side, but he's the guy with all the belts, so I'm going to give him that respect. So when Usyk Joshua 2 pops off, like, yo, that motherfucker is going to be fucking pale. They'll be sweating fucking like, yo, I don't even know if that motherfucker even gonna want to sit ringside. Fuck me. I'm dead ass. I don't know, man. I don't know if Joshua really conducting himself like the right type of goonie right now. I just don't know. AJ should get with Buddy McGirt. Former boxer, good trainer. Is that where I see him getting a dub in this match? I don't know. I don't know. Like this is one of them joints where it's like for real, like it everything is hit or miss. I don't have the answers. We don't all have the answers. We all just kind of shoving it out there like what would look good from our perspective. So all of you guys' perspectives, I respect it. I just think that this is like, yo, the situation is so touchy that he has to make a decision that is really going to be based out of discomfort. Comfort is a fucking cage. I don't know if any of you guys know this, but comfort is a fucking cage. You can't grow when you're comfortable. You grow under uncomforting circumstances. And if Anthony Joshua was looking to get comfortable and bring a guy in and, worried about how Rob McCracken feels, because I've heard a lot about this motherfucker's worried about how he feel or how he feels, or if he can't, if this person can't, that person can't. Like, yo, Rob McCracken's feelings shouldn't fucking matter. This is your fucking career. Your career. Nobody else's. Nobody's feelings should matter at this point. If every motherfucking body got to get fucking fired other than the person that's on board, then get them the fuck up out of there. This is your career. Comfort is a fucking cage. Know that. Get familiar with it. Understand it. Yeah, a lot of fucking do. Straight like that. That's my grandma chain. Craig can't fight for him. Craig can't fight for him. So is he gonna play Smokey or is he gonna play Craig? He got like, it's one shot, bro. It's one shot. Shane McGuigan, that's a good coach. That's a good coach. He could do a lot for him. I'm really high on Shane. Honestly, I think Shane McGuigan is a better fit for, like, considering, we know why, Josh Taylor and Shane McGuigan ain't together no more. You know what I'm saying? Shane McGuigan had Josh Taylor right. Never wrong. All the way right. And I don't think Ben Davison is what Shane McGuigan is, but I think that he adds other elements because Josh has a particular IQ that Anthony Joshua doesn't have. So the Josh Taylors of the world can go with the Ben Davisons and be all right and look good. Adapt that level of whatever the foundation that Ben Davison is given based on his tendencies as a fucking trainer and adapt to that shit. But the Anthony Joshuas of the world, no, he needs to go with a trainer that is going to make him come fucking forward, fuck his size, and really fucking take the fight to him, pushing Usyk on the back foot. Even though I know Usyk can get lateral, you're going to have to corner that motherfucker. You're going to have to wall him off. You're going to have to get dirty, bro. Ultimately, I don't give a fuck if you got to throw Usyk to the motherfucking ground to get your point across. I really don't. You got to get dirty, man. You got to get dirty, man. You got to make it a point to where, yo, I'm in here, I'm here to fuck you up. Yeah, I'm going to respect you after the fight, but dog, at the end of the day, for real, all of that nice guy shit, man, I done seen too much nice guy shit for this motherfucker. And since the beginning of the time with this motherfucking channel, I done got criticized because everybody said, oh, they don't need a champion to be like this or to be like that. Yo, you need your champion to be a motherfucking dog. You need your champion to be motherfucking mean, because the moment he passed off them motherfucking belts to Andy fucking Ruiz, and he got that ass whooped, all of y'all motherfuckers understood what the fuck I was talking about then, didn't you? All that fucking nice guy shit. Ain't nothing nice about punching nobody in the fucking face. And ain't no type of fucking mentality when it comes to being a warrior predicated off being nice. You going out to do a job. Lay the lumber. Pause. Ain't nothing nice about what the fuck they do. So if all of y'all motherfuckers want tiddlywinks, shoots and ladders, huggy fucking bears, Build-A-Bears, fucking niggas shooting hearts out their chest like Care Bears, this the wrong business. Ain't no nice in the motherfucking ring. I don't know what the fuck this whole, like, all that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Here's, as we always say at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. It's the motherfucking boss.